year. The key question with Larry Bird, they were in a hard cap in the NBA. And when you look at this and bringing it back home, Adam Silver, Asia Wilson, Angel Reese, Breanna Stewart, who are the superstars of the WNBA, but especially for Caitlin because she has such brand marketing deals, probably averaging $30 to $50 million a year. The Bird rights gives a team an opportunity to re-sign its best player and not be restricted by the cap.
Unlike most legends who love the spotlight, Larry Bird has never been one to speak just for attention. The three-time NBA champion and undisputed master of trash talk built his name on icy stares and unshakable confidence. These days, he's rarely seen in public and almost never appears on camera, turning into a quiet symbol in a world overflowing with noise and opinions. But everything took an unexpected turn moments ago. Larry Bird walked straight up to Caitlin Clark during a live broadcast, snatched the microphone from her hand, and delivered a statement that left the entire basketball world frozen in disbelief. The look on Caitlin Clark's face said it all, no words were needed. But before we dive deeper into what happened next, I've got one quick request. If you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Believe it or not, over 83% of our viewers still haven't subscribed yet. It's completely free, takes just a second, and helps the channel grow massively. And if you're already part of the family, thank you so much, your support truly means the world. Now, let's jump right back into the story.
Put an understanding out because with Caitlin and what the players and the collective bargaining agreement are negotiating, folks, I'm wondering if it's the best fit for the top players of the WNBA. CBA agreements, the collective bargaining agreement is coming up. They're going to have an intense meeting for All-Star Weekend. And I wanted to bring this up for Caitlin Clark and the Larry Bird rights rule. And we'll start from a revenue perspective as Caitlin leads the league in revenue. Where am I going with this? It wouldn't make sense to have a contract for Caitlin Clark.
You honestly had to witness it to believe it. Let's rewind for a second and set the scene. It all began during what seemed like an ordinary post-game interview. Caitlin Clark had just guided the Indiana Fever to a hard-fought comeback win, racking up 28 points, 10 assists, and draining a clutch three-pointer that sent the entire arena roaring. The interviewer was in the middle of applauding her leadership and asking about the chemistry she shared with her teammates. Everything appeared completely normal, until the crowd erupted louder than they had at any point that night. That's the exact moment Larry Bird stepped out from the tunnel. The legend himself, Indiana's proudest son and a name forever etched into basketball history. With calm determination, he made his way straight toward the broadcast table, his eyes fixed solely on Caitlin. At first, she didn't even realize what was happening. She kept smiling, responding to questions with her usual charm and confidence. Then, everything shifted, the interviewer fell silent, the camera slowly zoomed out, and fans across the arena began to rise to their feet. When Caitlin finally turned around, she froze, not out of fear, but out of pure, stunned disbelief. Larry Bird almost never steps into the public eye, yet here he was, walking straight toward her in front of thousands. The entire atmosphere shifted in an instant, tension, awe, and disbelief filled the air. Then, something no one could have predicted unfolded. Larry gently reached out, took the microphone from Caitlin's hand, and looked directly into the camera. His voice was calm but carried weight. "I've been watching this game for a long time," he said firmly, "and I've never seen anything like her. She's the real deal, the toughest player I've seen since the 80s. And I'm not about to stay silent while people try to drag her down." For a brief heartbeat, the arena was completely silent, and then it erupted in thunderous applause and cheers. He wasn't simply complimenting her talent, he was defending her, taking a firm stand against every critic who tried to tear her down. In that moment, Larry Bird wasn't speaking as a legend but as a protector, stepping into the spotlight not for himself, but for someone who reminded him of his own fire. Caitlin Clark, the rookie who's been booed, hacked, doubted, and written off, yet continues to show up every night with relentless determination. Her reaction said more than words ever could. She covered her face, her shoulders trembled, and for the first time on live television, tears fell, not from weakness, but from the weight of respect. Because someone who truly understood the burden of greatness, someone who shaped Indiana basketball itself, had just passed her the torch. And Larry wasn't done yet. She doesn't need protection, he added firmly. But she absolutely earns respect, every single bit of it. She deserves respect, Larry repeated, his tone cutting through the noise. And if you can't give her that, then you're not really watching basketball, you're just seeing your own insecurity. It was raw, sharp, and unmistakably Larry Bird. No scripted lines, no polished PR talk, just pure honesty. He then handed the microphone back to Caitlin, who wiped away her tears, still visibly shaken. The interviewer quietly stepped aside, letting the moment breathe. Right then and there, without any planning, marketing, or agenda, something far greater than basketball unfolded before everyone's eyes. It was a powerful collision of the past and the future, unfolding in real time. The truth is, Caitlin Clark has carried a level of pressure unlike any rookie the WNBA has ever witnessed. From her debut game, every single move has been dissected, every word replayed, every hard foul brushed aside, and even the smallest mistakes blown into massive headlines. She's been forced to represent the league's bright future while enduring the weight of its lingering issues from the past. Yet through it all, she never broke, never lost her focus. Larry Bird saw that resilience, and unlike many voices in today's media, he chose to respect it. He understands exactly what it's like to be attacked simply for being exceptional, to step into hostile arenas where every fan hopes you'll fail, to have your confidence twisted into accusations of arrogance. In Caitlin, Larry didn't just recognize talent, he saw a kindred spirit, someone who competes to win, speaks with honesty, and refuses to shrink herself just to make others comfortable. His public support wasn't merely emotional, it carried serious weight. In a sports world where most athletes are filtered through agents, PR teams, and scripted statements, Caitlin has stood apart. She's been raw, authentic, and unapologetically herself, and that very authenticity has made her both admired and targeted. She's been labeled overrated, privileged, attention-seeking, and overly confident, depending on who's talking. Larry Bird didn't pay any mind to those labels. What matters to him is basketball, and Caitlin Clark is exactly that, a true player. His message was clear and uncompromising: she belongs. She is part of the basketball family, and if you can't see that, you simply don't understand the game. Moments after it unfolded, social media erupted. Both names began trending within minutes. Former NBA stars shared their support, legends left comments, and one truth stood out: Larry Bird doesn't speak for attention. When he says something, it carries real weight. One comment read, "This is the moment the WNBA truly grows up." Even her harshest critics fell silent. When Larry Legend speaks, people pay attention. The WNBA moved quickly. Within hours, the uncut clip was shared across every official channel. By the next morning, it had racked up more than 20 million views. Sponsors immediately took notice. Indiana's next 5 home games sold out completely. Nike unveiled a special collaboration featuring Bird's signature alongside Clark's jersey number, and it was gone in just 4 minutes. Even more importantly, the entire conversation around Caitlin Clark shifted dramatically. Analysts who usually nitpick every small detail of her game went quiet. Commentators who often pile on with criticism suddenly stopped, as if Larry's words had set a new standard. He made it socially and culturally uncool to tear her down. Caitlin didn't need to defend herself. Larry did it for her, and every word he spoke carried the weight of decades of basketball history and credibility. This wasn't some staged moment or a fleeting publicity stunt. It was a genuine turning point, one that resonated far beyond that arena. Larry spoke what millions of fans and players had been feeling but hadn't dared to say out loud: let her play, let her grow, and stop treating true talent like it's a threat. His message was powerful, timeless, and unshakable, reminding the world that respect and greatness go hand in hand. After that unforgettable moment, Caitlin Clark stepped onto the court with a noticeable change. She played freer, smiling more, moving with a confidence that radiated from every play. By the fourth quarter alone, she had dropped an impressive 14 points, leaving fans in awe. Back in the locker room, reporters eagerly pressed for her reaction. Taking a deep breath, she spoke, her voice trembling with emotion. "I didn't expect it, but if Larry Bird believes I belong, then I'm done doubting myself." Those words weren't just a response, they became a lasting statement, a quote that will be remembered long after the game ended. Caitlin Clark isn't just breaking records, she's tearing down long-standing barriers in the process. She isn't pleading for favors or seeking special treatment, all she's asking for is fairness and acknowledgement of her immense talent. And finally, someone with the respect, influence, and authority to make the entire world pause stepped forward and declared, she's earned it. Larry Bird didn't plan or choreograph that moment, yet its impact was immediate and undeniable. It has become one of the most powerful and inspiring cross-generational moments in sports history, a moment that will be remembered and talked about for years, reminding everyone that true greatness commands respect regardless of age or era. Because this wasn't just Larry Bird standing up for a young player, it was Larry Bird defending the future of the game itself. And Caitlin Clark is embracing that future with everything she has, carrying it boldly on her shoulders. This is more than a single moment, it's a passing of the torch, a reminder that greatness transcends generations. If you believe in legends recognizing new legends, in the power of respect and perseverance, then show your support, tap that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story that matters. Stay with us, because the next chapter is coming soon, and you'll want to witness every incredible moment.